Hello and good morning. Today let us look at the Dasha Bhukti of Scorpio Lagna and the fifth Bhava Pisces, and we are working at education, emotions and children. Basically we are working on education and children. Will the Dasha Bhuktis favor the native? We had come to the conclusion that the native will do sciences with a MBA degree or a management degree was the conclusion from the natal chart or Rashi chart. Now we have to see whether the Dasha Bhuktis are favorable for the native to achieve the same. The native was born in Moon in Chitra Nakshatra second Pada. The balance of Dasha is 4 years and 9 months. Mars is posted in the 7th house, associated or co-joined with the Sun, who is the 10th house lord. Therefore, Kendra lord and Lagna lord, both placed in the 7th house, aspecting the Lagna, is a very favorable position for the native, and the beginning of the native would be very good. Now, if we look at Mars Dasha and Moon Bukthi, that will be the point of entry to the school for this native, because Moon is the 9th house lord posted in the 11th house, associated with Saturn, who happens to be the 4th lord, and aspected by Jupiter, who is the fifth lord posted in the 5th house. Therefore, the parameters are very favorable for the native to join school during the period of Mars Dasha Moon Bhukti. The native will finish the Mars Dasha in 4 years and 9 months, and the next Dasha will be Rahu beginning in February 1956. So February 1956 shows Rahu Mahadasha. Now we have to read this Dasha two ways. One, Rahu Mahadasha, the influence of Rahu. Two, the influence of the dispositor of Rahu. Here Rahu is placed in the 4th house, which is a straightforward answer that during the Rahu Dasha the native will change his school, or there will be a change in the education pattern, will be the first delineation or the first result. The native will change school. Now why? The question comes why? One, Rahu is placed in the 4th house. Two, the dispositor of Rahu, Saturn, is placed in the 11th house along with the 9th lord Moon. Therefore, the 9th lord Moon and the 4th lord Saturn in the 11th house. That means 9 represents father, 4th represents family, 11th represents gain, and Rahu represents change. So the family would have changed for a gain. Right? Now, therefore, the native would have changed his school. Their native would have also changed in the Antradashas, like the Moon Antradasha, the native would have changed, like Venus Antradasha, the native would have changed, either due to the circumstances of the family or for extra growth or better schooling. Right? Now that would be Rahu Dasha. Rahu Dasha will show changes, but the native will complete his education without a problem in the school level, will get good marks because the dispositors are well placed in the 11th house along with the 9th lord. Very, very important, along with the 9th lord. 9th lord is a Trikona lord, is a pure benefic for this native. As a Trikona lord, he is associated with the 4th house lord, which is a house of early education up to pre-university. It is as the Saturn is aspected by Jupiter. Jupiter is in turn in the 5th house, is the 5th lord. Therefore, there is a full benevolence is with the native's Dasha Bhukti. So the native will complete his pre-university and also join college in the Rahu Dasha end of Rahu Dasha. By the time the Rahu Dasha ends, the native will be 22 years of age. 22 years of age. So he probably will have a year or a year and a half of college left. So he gets his Jupiter Dasha on second 74. Second 74, the beginning of Jupiter Dasha. Again, the Jupiter Dasha is extremely benevolent for education. Why so? Jupiter is posted in the 5th house, is aspecting the 11th house, and is aspecting the 9th house, and is aspecting the Lagna. Therefore, the 9th house Lord, the Lagna, and the 9th house is motivated. Therefore, during the Jupiter Mahadasha, Jupiter Antara, the native will finish his schooling or college, schooling and college. He will do sciences, because that is what we had seen in the native chart, in the Rashi chart, that the native will go in for sciences. Here the Dasha Bukthis are very favorable for the native to take up sciences, pure sciences, because Saturn, Jupiter, Moon are influencing each other, and the Dasha is also influencing each other. Rahu's dispositor is Saturn. Please remember, Rahu's dispositor is Saturn. The changes will be given by Rahu, but the education part will be given by Saturn. The placement of Rahu gives us the changes in that parameter of life. Yes, he has changed 2-3 schools, or he would have changed 2-3 schools, because Rahu is posted in the 4th house. But since the 4th Lord Saturn is well placed in the 11th house and associated with Jupiter and Moon, the native's Dasha Bukthis wouldn't have got spoiled, and the native would continue to finish his graduation by the time Jupiter Dasha, Jupiter Bukthi is over. When we come to the 6th house of career, we will see how the native fared in his career. This native is a late marriage chart. Therefore, the native will have late marriage. We will see the parameters for marriage in the marriage when we do the 7th house. He will have, therefore, he will have late children. You have to understand, even though Saturn is a benefic planet, he will continue to carry his malevolence. Therefore, aspecting the 5th house will delay one of the parameters in the 5th house. Therefore, the native will have late children. Now, the Dasha Bukti that will be favorable for marriage and children will be Jupiter Dasha Ketu Bukti. We shall read this for the marriage in this Dasha. Jupiter Dasha Ketu Bukti is 16 multiplied by 7, around 2.5 years. This Dasha itself will give the native the children. The first child will be blessed during Jupiter Dasha Ketu Bukti. Let me reiterate if you want. Rahu will not spoil the Bhava other than giving changes, not due to his own fault but due to the circumstances. The other way of saying that the native will suffer in education is because Jupiter in the Navamsha is gone to the 12th Amsha. That is another understanding that will give us another insight actually to say that yes, Jupiter will definitely give you some form of delays or some form of changes because he is in the 12th house, or basically it is some form of losses being in the 12th house. And the Jupiter Dasha is a very promising Dasha because he is the 5th house Lord Dasha, posted in the 5th house, aspecting the 11th house with the same combination of Saturn and Moon, which is a Kendra Lord and a Trikona Lord. Hope this video has been useful to us. Do like, share and subscribe. Follow me at G3 Astro. Do write a comment. I would be very happy to listen to a comment or write a comment. Thank you very much for watching my video. Bye bye. Take care.